Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about Amazon Bedrock. This is the platform that basically hands you the keys to a whole garage full of powerful AI models from the world's top companies. They're often called foundation models. So what are those? Just think of them as these giant, super-trained engines that power all this generative AI stuff we keep hearing about. And Bedrock? Well, Bedrock is what lets you get in and test drive every single one of them. But here's the thing. When you have so much generative AI power at your disposal, the biggest question is usually the simplest one. Where do you even begin? It can feel a little overwhelming, right? So let's dive in and map out your first steps to get you up and running fast. All right, first things first. Before you can start exploring, you need the keys to the kingdom. This whole initial setup, it's not just some formality you have to get through. Think of it more like getting your secure all-access pass to the entire Bedrock environment. Now, we're not going to walk through every single click here, but the whole process really boils down to these three crucial security steps. You sign up for an AWS account, you secure your user with multi-factor authentication, and seriously, this is a non-negotiable best practice, and then you create a specific role just for Bedrock. Doing this lays a rock-solid foundation for everything else you're going to do. You know, the most critical part of this whole setup is the IAM role. This is way more than just a login. It's how AWS makes sure the right people have access to the right tools. The key card analogy here is perfect because it's not just about letting you in the front door of the building. It's about making sure your key card only opens the specific labs you're cleared for. And with generative AI, that's super important to prevent anyone from running up a massive bill using these powerful models without permission. All right, we've got our secure pass. Now, let's take the scenic route. Let's go see Bedrock's magic in action, with absolutely no code required. This is where the fun really starts. So inside the Bedrock console, you're going to find these things called playgrounds, and they're exactly what they sound like. This is your creative sandbox for playing with text, chat, and images. It is the perfect place to just experiment, get a feel for what all these different models can do, and, just play around. So how does it work? Honestly, it's incredibly simple. You just select a model. Maybe in this case, we pick Amazon's Titan image generator. Then you type in a simple, fun prompt like generate an image of happy cats, and then you just click run. That's it. And boom, this is what's so cool. It brilliantly illustrates the power right at your fingertips. In just a few seconds, you get a visual result. See, it's not about building some complex application just yet. It's all about getting that immediate aha moment where you understand the raw capability of these tools. That visual feedback is amazing for exploration. I mean, that aha moment is what gets you totally hooked. But what if you want to build this power into your own applications? Well, for that, we need to get off the scenic route and hop on the express lane, the API. So, this is a really crucial point. You have to choose the right path for what you're trying to do. The console and its playgrounds, that's for seeing what's possible, for quick prototypes, for just getting a feel for different models. The API, on the other hand, that's for building what's possible and actually weaving that intelligence into your own software. And when you do decide to take the API path, you are not left on your own. Amazon gives you a whole toolkit for developers. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure for coding. You like working in the command line? Awesome. You prefer using SDKs in languages like Python or Java? They've got you covered. Or maybe you're a data scientist who lives in SageMaker notebooks. There's a tool that's going to fit right into your existing workflow. Okay, now with all this power comes a whole lot of responsibility. And the AWS documentation is super clear on this, so it's worth saying again. Never, ever, ever hard code your secret credentials directly in your application files. Accidentally exposing those keys is like leaving the master key to your entire building on a public park bench. Just don't do it. So we've seen the two main roads into the world of Amazon Bedrock, right? You've got the scenic route for exploration and the express lane for development. Let's do a quick recap of the map. So what should you really take away from all this? First, you have a choice in how you want to get started. Second, security is not an afterthought. It is the absolute foundation of everything you will do here. And finally, don't be intimidated. Just start simple. Go into the playgrounds and get that satisfying, immediate result in just a few clicks. It's the best way to start. At the end of the day, the platform provides the models and it provides the tools. And that opens up this entire universe of possibilities. It doesn't matter if you're a hobbyist with a fun idea or a massive enterprise developer building the next big thing, all the components are there for you. So the only question left is, What will you build first?